240 people. I was like, what do I have that I can put this candle on? It is late. I am done with my shoot for today. Oh man, these Christmas days are just... they are amazing. I'm very grateful for all my customers, but I'm a bit tired. I have a shoot tomorrow again, so yeah, I know. The monthlies are just going to be very late this month. I do what I can, but I do not have a day off at the moment. So, But this is going to be about the full moon that we have today in Gemini. This is a very bright moon. I was very surprised. But I guess that it makes sense because this is the last full moon of the year. It has this energy of coming in with a bang, or there is this like shock to it in a way. Mars is in retrograde. Is anyone surprised that we're feeling a little bit overwhelmed? Just a tiny bit. It's all good. But yeah, there is a lot of energy flowing around in here, out there, and it's happening to all of us. So it's like all of us are running around like headless chickens. That is the energy. That is the energy. And I know that at least one of you guys are feeling that way. It's not a negative, you know, nothing bad or significant might happen in your life, but there is something happening around you, at least. Something is happening, that is for sure, because again, last full moon, it's the last blast. Like, things come in and things end with a bang. Realizations. Again, what was it? Neptune going direct. We are realizing manipulations, illusions. It's just everything is colliding at once. But at the same time, there's also a piece from within, and I feel it's something you have worked on very, very hard. But when our inner peace collide with the outer chaos, because everything is like bubbling to the surface, like the world, you know, everything. I mean, if you watch the news, you know what's going on, right? That collides with our inner peace that we have built and worked very hard on. So it can be very, very, very hard for our little human to to realize that, to go through this. So if you feel like things are cooking over, things are a little bit too much, without you actually can put words into why you feel that way, it is because the two extremes are colliding. Because things are supposed to end now, because 2023 for all of us are going to be very significant, very magical. Yeah, I was like, what is this? This is a piece of chocolate. For anyone interested, I baked some cookies on my other channel. I will link it up here. Anyway, it's not about the cookies, even though that I think cookies could actually help today. Yeah. Yeah. It's like mixing the bittersweet with the sweet, right? Bitter and sweet. It can actually be a very amazing combination. But in itself, the word bittersweet is like the cold stab to the heart, right? And this is a cold full moon, obviously to represent the weather at some places, but also things seem colder, people can seem cold, and it can be because that some people are still doing the inner work, or some people are still trying to figure out, well, where am I going now? What is it that I actually want? Because the end is near. The year is ending, and I think we all get a little melancholic. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, because we are like, I didn't manifest what I wanted. I'm not living where I want to be. I'm not sitting with my beautiful boyfriend or girlfriend. But it's not for you to be like, oh man, now it's never going to happen. Things are happening, people. in one way or another. But we do get a little bit like, ooh, you know, time is ticking out. It's not. It's just the end of the past year. It's the end of the old energy, which is actually good in this case. That is why we have a full moon in Gemini. So things can be a little bit shocking. It can be that you find out something that's shocking. It can be something in your life, in someone else's life, a friend, a family member. It can be, you know, at work. It could be the world, like something happens that's just so shocking in your community or just in another country. But it could affect you if you are empathic. But what I really want you guys to realize is that you have done your inner work. You are very powerful. You're very strong. You're very loved and very supported. And I spoke with a friend actually an hour ago or something like that about this energy of like sometimes we seek validation. Is that validation? Validation. We seek support from other people. Like we want people to tell us, yes, you did a good job. We want people to clap us on the shoulder, which is actually funny if you think about the daily reading today, because it's all about touch, right? So sometimes we need to be our own person who says, damn, Sandra, you did a very good job today. You're doing very well for yourself. You are happy. You're just living in joy. And that is the most important, you know. All that all that is a part of the exterior. Is that what you call that? Like the outside. That is something we can not manipulate, but it's something we can fiddle around with, right? The most important is the inner, and that you have actually already worked on, if you know it or not. What is that light actually here? Auntie Sandra is here to tell you that you have done a good job. I am the one who is clapping you on your shoulder, giving you a hug. Yeah, I'm giving you a hug right now. It is an energetic hug. If you're very intuitive, you will feel that hug. And also, what I want to point out is that this energy of Gemini is quick. So Mars is in retrograde. Be careful of anger. Anger on the road. Anger about tiny things. People who need your help or whatever and you're busy. You might like flare up, but just, you know, it's very important to not react, but think, settle down, and then react. Do not do a quick react. The same if you answer emails, if you check emails, because this Gemini energy is so fast right now, you might oversee something. So sometimes we can misunderstand things and situations as well, because we're like quick. We are fast because that is the full moon. Yeah, just settle down. Also, if you have someone who needs your help, because like I spoke about in the daily reading, there's a lot of people out there who are running around like headless chickens, and you could be a support for this headless chicken, or this headless chicken could be a support for you, right? Yeah. And if I talk about headless chickens, it's just because sometimes we take our mind, our head off, and we're just running instead of combining our cute head together with our heart. Tapping into the heart, settling down. Just be quiet with me for a moment. That's scary, isn't it? Just to be quiet. Because when it's quiet, when we quiet down, we start thinking and we analyze and we hear things, and sometimes we don't want that. But that is what we need. Today, tomorrow, the next days. Actually, throughout the rest of December, we need to do that. And so next year. Yeah. Also, one thing, this is such a random message, but I feel some of you guys have been thinking about settling down for New Year's. Like you might have had this idea of just chilling out for New Year's, not doing much. And someone came in with a confirmation that, yes, if you feel that that is actually what you want to do, then you should do it. Don't be sad or afraid of letting someone else down that might have had an expectation of what you should do for New Year's. Because if you just want to Netflix and chill, do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm not afraid or ashamed of doing absolutely nothing for New Year's. you know, who knows? Maybe I will have the biggest party of my life next year for New Year's. But this New Year, I'm just going to settle down. Yeah. So yeah, things might still seem a little off because of Mars retrograde. Swan, graceful transformation. Well, that is very fitting, isn't it? Look at that. Graceful transformation. Soften your heart and find your flow. For some reason, for 1 second, I felt like I heard the ocean. What I would give to be at the ocean. Well, it's very close, but I'm definitely not going to go to the ocean right now. Okay, enough. Enough. Let's see. So I'm going to do this reading, and I'm going to do a daily reading for tomorrow because I do have early shoot. If you want to have like a quick energy for December for the monthly, please check out the tiny 1 minute monthly reading I did for all the signs. Once again, I know that I don't need to say sorry for being a little late, or for being a lot late this month, but I don't want to push myself to the point like last year where I had the things with my fingers and I couldn't work for months. You know, I think Spirit really tries to be very loud with us because we have bet. Listen up. You are working through deep soul patterns. Release any outdated beliefs that surface. Full Moon in Gemini. And I feel those beliefs are linked together once again with the outer world, with other people, not you. Because you have already done, and maybe some of you guys are not realizing that, so you're still trying to dig deep when it comes to your inner. But what if you need to dig a little deep when it comes to the outer, when it comes to other people, when it comes to how you react, how you feel safe, how you think, how you write, how you create, because Gemini, how you react when it's quick, right? How are you reacting in quick situations? Like, is that something that would freak you out? Then we have Flamingo. Unity Heart. You are being called to work on collective healing. You guys are probably there to heal other people. And we all know that to heal other people, we need to be healed, which you are. But still, how do you react at outer circumstances, at other people? That's what this is about. It's not inner work. Ladybird, luck. All of your manifesting positive thoughts and visualizations have been heard. I was like, do I need to take more? And the only thing I saw was someone being like, Dog, divine service. How can you serve yourself better? How can you serve yourself better? How? How can you soften the load? The load. The 10 of Wands that it has come up so much. Cozy time, cozy time. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what we just spoke about. Release yourself and walk away from situations that are just... Especially if you have, or if you're dealing with someone who tries to put all their bad juju and energy, speaking about it, over to you. You need to let it go. 10 of Wands. You can make it up. Spirit, you're trying to get a message across. You are. Candle. That is so interesting with the purple. When I had my customer earlier, when I took pictures of her, suddenly like the screen flashed purple, but it's not like, you know, sometimes when a camera is broken, it's like lines. It was just quick flash of purple, and I said that to my customer. She was Aquarius, by the way, so our energy was just like up through the roof. We were just making jokes. It was so amazing. So things are happening. Also, purple is the crown chakra, so it's like activation, right? Yeah. Last message. Wow. Release. Look at that, coming full circle. This is what we're talking about. This is the end of the year. This is the full moon Gemini energy. Full moon Gemini energy. Yeah, Gemini full moon energy. Yeah. It really wants to, what are you releasing? What are you releasing? What are you releasing? That's a lot of cards. Oh my god. Well, some of you guys are a dream that was shattered, something that just didn't materialize, something that didn't happen, being too much in your mind, being the headless chicken running around, bumping into other people, being angry. But then you realize I can't be angry because I don't have a head. That is the energy. Release. Whatever it is that you feel is taking too long is actually right on time. Some of you guys have really, like, there is an end to something. It might be heartbreaking. It might be terrifying. But something has just changed you to the point where you are a new person. But it has come with sacrifices, I heard. And then dun, 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 dun. We have a Knight of Cups. We have someone coming in with a loving message, a cup of love, a cup of magic. It's the universe putting itself on a horse and personally delivering your wish, your dream. So pay attention to what's coming in, because what's coming in, messages, feelings, whatever it is just, you know, it's better. It's way better. Out with the old, in with the new. You are, again, this is the biggest sign, 10-10 by the way, that you are closing the book. The book of 2022. And you're opening the book of 2023. That means that you have not even opened that book. You don't even know what's in that book. So you cannot judge the situation. You cannot judge the energy that we are in right now. Because you're still closing down the old book. And the new book, the new chapter, will be very, very different. Very different. And that shall be everything. Thank you guys for being here. Let's celebrate. Let's just chill out and be grateful. Do a gratitude list today. Write down things that you're grateful for. And if you feel like there's nothing to be grateful for, I promise you that there is something. That you have the eyes to see this, or that you have the ears to hear this, or that you have your smile to smile with, that you have the opportunity to step outside and feel the fresh air. I heard someone, but I also feel like a tingling sensation that you have chakras that are opening up, that you are spiritual, that you are blessed, that you are guided, that you are empathic, that you are you. That is what you can be grateful for, not the material things. F the material things, because that is, again, it's a plus. It's something that arrives in your life, but there's so much more to you, because you are the emotional flower. You're the emotional blossoming that this world needs. It starts with you. It's all connected. Everything is connected. Alright. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the daily reading. Adieu.